Hey everyone and welcome. Today we're taking a deep dive into one of summer's most delightful treats, the cherry. Have you ever wondered how these little ruby red gems make their way from the tree to your table? Well, you're about to find out. We're heading to the heart of America's cherry country, where endless rows of trees stretch as far as the eye can see, heavy with ripe fruit. The air is sweet, the sun is shining, and an entire industry is gearing up for one of the most intense and exciting harvests of the year. From the orchard to the jar, this is the incredible journey of the cherry. It's a race against time. Cherries have a notoriously short season, and when they're ripe, they have to be picked fast. In these vast orchards, you'll see two main methods at play. First, let's look at the tart cherries, the kind destined for pies, juices, and jams. For these farmers, bring in the heavy machinery. Giant mechanical shakers clamp onto the tree trunks, and, with a powerful controlled vibration, shake the branches until a rain of red cherries falls onto a massive tart below. It's an incredible sight, and in just a few seconds, an entire tree is harvested. This method is all about efficiency, getting thousands of pounds of fruit off the trees and on its way to the factory as quickly as possible. But for the sweet cherries, the big beautiful ones you buy fresh at the store, it's a completely different story. These require a much gentler touch. Here it's all about handpicking. Teams of skilled pickers move through the orchards, their hands flying as they carefully twist each cherry from its stem, making sure not to bruise the delicate fruit. They're looking for the perfect color, size, and firmness. It's slow, meticulous work, often done in the early morning hours to keep the cherries cool. This dedication is what ensures that the cherries you enjoy as a fresh snack are absolutely perfect. It's a testament to the human element that's still so vital in modern agriculture. Once the cherries are off the tree, whether shaken or picked, the next step is crucial, cooling them down. The fruit is immediately transferred into large bins filled with cold water. This process, called hydrocooling, is essential. It quickly brings down the cherry's core temperature, which stops the ripening process, preserves their firmness, and maintains their freshness. Think of it as a refreshing spa day for the cherries after a warm day in the sun. From these cooling tanks, they are loaded onto trucks, still submerged in water, for their journey to the processing facility. This rapid cooling and gentle transport are key to ensuring quality, preventing spoilage and bruising before the real factory work even begins. Now we've arrived at the processing plant, and this is where the magic really happens. The cherries are gently unloaded from the trucks into a series of flumes, which are basically water highways that carry the fruit into the factory. The first stop is a thorough wash. They tumble through sprays of clean water, getting rid of any leaves, twigs, or orchard dust. After their bath, they travel along a conveyor belt for sorting. This is a combination of high-tech and human expertise. Optical sorters with high-speed cameras scan every single cherry, automatically removing any that are underripe, overripe, or bruised. Then, a team of quality control workers gives them one last look over, ensuring only the best of the best move on to the next stage.
Why?
For the cherries destined to become our jam, the next stop is the pitter. This machine is a marvel of engineering. Cherries are funneled into a wheel with individual cups, and as the wheel rotates, a set of pins punches down with perfect precision. Pushing the pit out of the cherry while leaving the fruit itself mostly whole, it's incredibly fast and efficient, pitting thousands of cherries every minute. Imagine trying to do that by hand. Once they're pitted, the cherries are ready to be cooked. The pitted cherries are then pumped into massive stainless steel kettles. Here, they remixed with just the right amount of sugar and sometimes a little pectin to help the jam set. The mixture is heated and stirred gently, allowing the cherries to break down, release their juices, and mingle with the sugar. The whole room fills with the most incredible, sweet aroma of cooking cherries. Chefs and food scientists monitor the process carefully, checking the temperature and consistency to make sure each batch is cooked to perfection. The goal is to create a jam that has that perfect balance of sweetness and tartness, with plenty of real fruit chunks. It's a simple recipe, but getting it right on this scale requires incredible precision and control. After cooking, the hot jam is ready for bottling. It's pumped directly from the kettles into a filling machine. Rows of clean, sterilized glass jars move along a conveyor belt and pause underneath the fillers, where each one is filled with a precise amount of the delicious bubbling jam. The process is automated to be as clean and efficient as possible, ensuring that the product is safe and uncontaminated. As soon as they're filled, the jars move on to the capping station, where a machine tightly seals each one with a lid, locking in all that freshness and flavor. The pop you hear when you open a new jar of jam for the first time? That's the sound of this vacuum seal being broken. The journey isn't over yet. After being capped, the sealed jars pass through a cooling tunnel. This is important to bring the jam down to a safe temperature for handling and labeling. Once cooled, they arrive at the labeling machine. Here, each jar gets its signature label, complete with the brand name, nutritional information, and all the details you see on the shelf. The labels are applied with perfect alignment, giving the product its final, polished look. It's amazing to watch these plain jars transform into the familiar product we all recognize. Finally, the labeled jars are packed into boxes, stacked onto pallets, and wrapped for shipping. From this factory, they will be sent out to distribution centers and then on to grocery stores all across the country and even around the world. So, the next time you're spreading some cherry jam on your morning toast, take a moment to think about the incredible journey it took. From the sun-drenched orchard and the hard-working pickers, through the mechanical marvels of the factory, and on all the way to that little jar in your hand. It's a story of nature, technology, and a whole lot of passion. Thanks so much for joining me on this fascinating trip through the world of cherry processing. It really gives you a new appreciation for the food on your table, doesn't it? If you enjoyed this video and want to see more behind-the-scenes stories of how our food is made, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments what food you'd like me to explore next. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.